Just finished the first week of endocrine today. No test, which is super nice. Just able to focus on the material all week. Our first test isn't until next Friday, so it's going to be over this week's material and then 3 of the days next week. I'm finding that this class, it's weird because there's not as much prep as a lot of other classes. We're only in actual class for between like 2 to 3 hours a day. So it's a little odd because it just feels like there's not as much going on, but the material is conceptually harder. Like you have to keep all of the like pathways and hormone, like what inhibits other things and where it comes from straight. Otherwise, you're not going to understand the disease processes. So in that sense, it's been a bit of a struggle. I've put a lot of time into it. I'm going to have to focus real hard this weekend just to try to be ahead of the game when Monday comes around. That way I can spend some time on whatever diseases are presented next week, and then hopefully knock the first test out of the park. This class is, I would say, generally regarded as probably either the hardest or the second hardest. So that's a little unsettling. And I know a lot of people didn't pass last year, and you can't remediate it. So a lot of pressure actually to do well on this test, and it's really case-based, so it's not as much like, oh, just remember this, this is how you take care of this disease. It's very much, you have to understand how to read the blood work, you have to understand the different disease processes, and it's a lot more involved than I feel like some of the other classes are, just in terms of how deeply you have to understand it to really do well on the test. So yeah, just gonna work hard on it this weekend and do the best I can. That's all I can expect of myself. Put in as much time as I can, and yeah, I got 1 month left until I'm done with second year, so just gotta keep grinding.